What is going on? It's Styler here. Today I will review the 5-inch Blackview Omega that I ordered on geekbuying.com. It comes with the MTK6592 octa-core chipset clocked at 1.7 GHz, 2 GB RAM, 16 GB ROM, a full HD screen with resolution 1920 by 1080, dual SIM, and a pretty nice design with full CNC made metal frame and glass on both sides. So let us check out the design and SIM trays. And we see here on this side we have the SIM tray port, and on this side we have the buttons. And I must say I'm not a huge fan of the buttons on the left side. I would prefer buttons on the right side, but yeah, we see here the volume rocker and the power button here on this side. Let's just have a close look here on the SIM tray. Let me open up. So right now I'm using dual SIM, and you can see here this is micro SIM card 1 and this is second micro SIM card, and actually I'm using adapter here, so this is a nano SIM card inside here. So it's possible to use an adapter, but you just have to be very careful when you put it inside the phone. But you can see here is the SIM tray, and you can also place a memory card in this direction here. So here on the front we find a front facing camera with 8 megapixel interpolated, and the real megapixels are 5. On the back we have here a 18 megapixel interpolated rear camera, and the real megapixels here are 13. Let's have a look here on the front. It's totally black and I really like that. And we have here a full HD with the LTPS technology and a pixel density with 440 ppi. We also find Corning Gorilla Glass 3 according to the manufacturer, and it's IPS 1 glass solution, so you will get very good viewing angles also. So we will now jump right to the test. If you want to see more of the phone design and the accessories included, there is for example a tempered glass protection for both sides of the phone included. You should check out my full unboxing video on my channel. Below in the video description I will also provide timestamps for this review, so you can jump around the stuff I have tested, and in the end of the video I will also list my main pros and cons, so stay tuned. Okay, let us turn on the phone and let's have a look. So here you see the lock screen, and you can add widgets. I'm adding here another kind of weather widget, but you can here slide to the right. For example, I have here my calendar also, added a calendar widget, and when you slide to the right here you will go directly to the camera app. Okay, and you can slide down here just to unlock. And one thing you can do on this device to lock the screen is to double tap on the home button here, and you can see it locks the display. And to wake you can double tap. To wake the screen again you can double tap again to close the screen. So that's pretty nice that you can wake and also lock with double tapping only on the screen. So the phone also supports off-screen gestures. So for example I can draw and see. You can see here, and this will start up the camera app. We have the camera here, and of course you can also set up other like M for music and D for dialer and so on. And the phone also supports air gestures, so let me just demonstrate it here. You can see you just wave your hand here over the proximity sensor, and it will change the page. And as seen on many China phones, you also here have to get really close to the proximity sensor, because if you do it up here it will not register anything, so you have to go a little bit closer, as you can see here. Let's have a look on the UI. You see here the stock UI, and let's just check out the speed. And overall it's pretty snappy, it's not laggy at all, it's running pretty good. So you can see here. And let's open up the app drawer. Let's just have a look here. And what we also find here on this phone is light here in these buttons, and it's a little bit hard now to see here, but you may notice that now they are out, and now they actually have backlight. And when you're in a totally dark room, these buttons are actually more clear to see, so it's only hard to see in daylight here. But one thing the phone unfortunately is missing is a notification LED. So there are no notifications if you get a message or have a phone call. So I didn't see any kind of LED here in the top while I tested the phone, so I don't think it has any kind of notification. Let's have a look here on the viewing angles. So let me just show. And we have here a one glass solution OGS, and it's also IPS full HD. Let me just turn off the light. So now the light is off, and let's have a look again. So what you notice is that the viewing angles are really nice and good here. It's sharp. Okay, the screen is turning off now. Let's just try from this side here. From the top. And let us also check a LCD test and see if there's any backbleeding, and let me turn off the light again. So let's try out the LCD test. Red, blue, green and black. So you can see there are no backbleeding in the corners. It's a good screen. And let's test out a multi-touch test. And we see it's 5-point touch. And another feature is that you can do screenshots really easy with just 3 fingers. If you, for example, slide down with 3, you can see like this, it will do a screenshot. Let's have a look here on the reception, and you see here the Wi-Fi. We see here the 3G, and you can see it does change a little bit now here. The Wi-Fi is getting stronger. We have here the network reception. And here you can see for the 3G with mobile data, we now have here H+, 3G H+ speed, and the reception is pretty good. Let's check out the quick toggles. So what we also have support for here is Hotknot. You see it here, Hotknot. So let's have a look here in the settings. So most of these are standard. We have the Hotknot here. And let's only have a look in storage. So in storage we see internal 3 GB, okay. Total space here for the phone storage we have about 11 GB. And of course there will also be some used for the ROM and cache. Let's see here in apps, and let's check out the RAM consumption in running. So what we see here is 647 MB used, 1.3 GB is still free, so we have lots of RAM available. And next we also find wake gestures, we have air gestures, movement and gestures, 3 finger screenshots, and we have the power saving management. So let's first have a look in wake gestures. We have here the double tap to wake the screen. And quick start is the off-screen gestures. Actually, you can click here. You see different possibilities here. To run M to start the music player, for example. And next we have some smart features. We have here flip to mute. We have smart answer, answer by swing, intelligent switching. Let's go back. We have here double click to lock the screen. So you double click the home. You see it here, double click home button. So we also here find the movement and gestures. So these are the air gestures, for example for the gallery or the launcher. So you can change the page. We have this 3-finger screenshots. So you just like 3 fingers down and it will do a screenshot. We have the power saving management. So here you can see you can enable power saving, or you can set it to automatic power saving. So it will enable this when it, for example, reach 10% or 15 or something you set here. And we also find a screen saving mode that turns the screen just in black and white to reduce the power consumption. So next, these are standard. We have the language. Let me just scroll through these. We find the developer options. We have About Phone. So here we see it support wireless update, and this is real, so you can update the phone over the air. And we have here the model number, we have Android version, the build number. We see it's KitKat here, 4.4.2 KitKat. So that's it for the settings. Okay, so let me also show you one special app here, the Blackview Xender. So it also comes with the company's Blackview Xender file transfer technology app, which supposedly can transfer data without any Wi-Fi network or cable connections, but I had no possibility to test this yet. So we see here apps, we see here camera, we see gallery, we see music, video, files, and so on. So let us have a look inside the camera app. So let me just turn the phone around, and we have here many standard features here, multi-angle, and we have live mode and so on. We also here find the HDR here for the flashlight, the front-facing camera. Let's have a look inside the settings there. So here we have settings like anti-flicker. Inside the camera we have 0 shutter delay, voice capture, face detection, HDR, and so on. We say we have the possibility to choose 18 megapixel, interpolated, full screen or 4:3. We have here the camera for the video. So these are mostly stock. And let me just try one picture here. Let me place a memory card here, and let's see. You can see it does autofocus pretty fast. And let's try here. Okay, let me just try to disable the flash. Let's try again. Okay, let me just have a look on the picture. So we see it here. So it's really sharp. Let's zoom in. So for more camera samples in full resolution, I will provide some in the video description, so don't forget to check these out. Let's try to activate the front facing. Okay. So you see the front facing camera is also really nice here, good details, and it's sharp. So here we have the Torch app, and I must say the flashlight is actually pretty strong. So you can see here, it's possible to do pictures in a totally dark room with this flashlight, but it's not perfect, but it is possible. So let me now try to test out the Bluetooth here with a Bluetooth speaker, and we have here the Enertech found. So I'm going to pair it with the Bluetooth speaker. So now it's connecting, and it's connected now. Okay, Let's go back. And let's check out the USB on the go, the OTG. So I will connect my USB stick here to check. Yep, so it's found actually. And let's just go inside the file manager here. And what we see here, let me just zoom a little bit. We have here the external USB storage. Let's go into other pictures. And these pictures are from the USB stick. You can see this is working fine. Okay. And let's try out music. And the music will be played out through the Bluetooth speaker. Okay, and let me just disconnect again here the Bluetooth, and let's try from the built-in speaker in the phone. So as you can hear and see, this is working good. But as you could notice, the sound is kind of muffled when it's laying directly on a table like this. Like on many phones that have the back speaker placed here on the back, the sound is just going right through here the table and out. Some phones are now beginning to have the speakers here in the bottom of the phone instead, and I actually prefer that because then the sound is stronger and louder. So now to a test call, let's try.
Press 1. To change your personal options, press 2.
And you can see the proximity sensor is also really fast here. Let's try to press 1.
You have 0 new messages, 2 saved messages. To listen to today's messages, press 1.
So you could also hear the sound here from the earpiece here. It's also loud and clear. So when you're using the dialer here and you insert a number here, you can also slide down here, and in top you can choose which SIM card you want to use. If you have 2 SIM cards inside the phone, like I have right now, you can click here, or the second SIM card, or always ask. Of course, you can also set this up to be one standard SIM, always for one call. Okay, let me try out the flip to mute. So I will flip the phone around. And you can see it stopped. But actually the call is still active here, as you can see. But this is flip to mute. So now I'm going to run some different test apps in the game. I will turn off the background music, so check it out. let me show you Hotknot. I'm here inside the gallery, so I will click here, Hotknot share, and I will here have another phone that also have Hotknot. You put these two together and you hear the sound, and you see it's connecting here now. Start sending and start receiving, and you can see it's sent. So we are now in the end of this review, and I will now list some of the pros and cons. So first the pros. The Blackview Omega is a pretty stylish design phone with glass on both sides. It has a nice CNC Metalframe, high build quality, and feels sturdy in the hand. It features air gestures, smart features, double tap to unlock and lock, plus off-screen gestures. All very convenient features to have on a phone, and also we must not forget that it has 2 GB RAM, so it handles multitasking really nice. It offers a full HD screen with good vivid colors and a sharp picture. The viewing angles and black values are also super on this device. The camera in this phone is also a surprise, because most pictures you shoot with it are actually good. They are often sharp and look natural, although the pictures do have some strong compression. In daylight it is very good, in low light it struggles as many smartphones do. The phone is pretty straightforward and simple to use, so even beginners will have no problem with this phone or the features, so it's a good basic phone. So regarding the cons, it is only using the older MTK6592 octa-core chipset that gets hot pretty fast when there are more intensive tasks. It would have been nice to see it using one of the new 64-bit chipsets instead, but still you get a phone with very good performance. Sadly, it does not support that many sensors. I, for example, did not see any e-compass or gyro sensor, and it also seems to miss a notification LED. I didn't see any while I used the phone. The battery is not the biggest, but I actually did not have any problems and could easily get through the day with the phone. But I am also not a power user, and if you use GPS, Bluetooth, games and mobile data a lot, the battery will of course be drained faster. The phone is using glass also on the back side, and that is maybe not everyone's taste, as it's a fingerprint magnet. Also because of that you can't normally remove the battery in this phone. But I found out that you can actually remove it with a suction cup. Also, I must say that the bezels are not the thinnest I have seen. I think they could have made these a little bit thinner. That would have made this phone more premium to look at. So that's it for the review of the Blackview Omega. Please remember also to check out my blog. You'll find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.